Hi, this is Paul from globaltradingsoftware.com, and this is a cradle-to-grave trading tutorial for futures. I'm using the Thinkorswim versions of our expert algo, which gives you the signal, the cradle, and the manager, which manages the trade and identifies that behavior so you can get out and maximize those profits, and that's the cradle bit. So we're going to look at ES on a 12-minute time frame. And we're going to go through a couple of trades and talk about entries, trade management, and what you would look for from the manager. So let's start with this 6-star buy here. So I'm going to be annotating the chart. So with this 6-star buy down on the left here, the entry is always one tick above. We can see we don't get an entry on the next candle. Now with our auto trader for Ninja Trader, that will actually cancel the order and will not take it. If you're trading this manually, when it breaks that, you can take that through, and then you'd use the manager to manage the trades. There's two parts to the manager. There's this ribbon here, which is green, which shows bullish, but also we have the dots and the colored candles. Let's talk about that in a little bit more detail here. So we've got an entry at this point. We see the dots. Now, if we see a cyan dot above the candle, that's higher than average volumes. That's good if you're going long, okay? If you're going short and you get two consecutive candles that with higher than average volume, if you're going long, sorry, and you get two short candles higher than average volume, we need to be looking to get out on that aggressive exit here. One of the things we also look at is the color of the candles. So in this case here, let's use this instance, we get a red candle. So this candle has more volume than the previous candle here, which is gray. It also has higher than average volume. The next candle has even more volume than the previous candle because it's red again. If it had less volume, it would be cyan. It has a dot above, so that's higher than average volume. So two in a row that are increasing in volume compared to the previous candle, but also higher than average volume, we would look to take that aggressive exit here on that close, just there. So you can see here, little profit, okay? Nothing too spectacular. If you were looking for conservative, we'd look for the ribbon to close red. This ribbon is always 4 candles in advance. So we count back 1, 2, 3, 4, probably around about the same sort of profit there, slightly lower, probably break even at that point here. So not, you know, it was when we're trading with any type of strategy, especially with the expert algo, we're probing for those signals. So we then get a 4-star sell signal. Again, you're looking for entry to go below that signal candle. It doesn't happen, it goes back up. We get a 6-star sell signal. We're looking for an entry below, 1 tick below. Starts to come back up, and the green cloud here forms. It changes from red to green. We count back 1, 2, 3, 4 candles. Slight loss. Okay, that's where we are there with a slight loss. Okay, there was no higher than average volume there. So we've had 2 trades. We've had 1 slight winner, 1 slight loss. Let's clear all of those, go to the next trade, because this is continuous. Because we're probing, remember? So we get a 5 and a 6-star buy signal here. I have to scrunch this up a little bit because this thing just keeps going, and this is what we're looking for. So let's talk through this trade. Remain cradle to grave. Cradle is the signal. We've got that here on the expert algo, and then the grave part is that trade management. So we've got a 5 and a 6-star buy. Remember, we're going to go long above the signal candle here. So say we take the 6-star buy, that's our entry at this point here. We then have a nice move up, then we start to go flat overnight. Again, I don't mind carrying trades through, but when we're going flat, we've got lower than average volume because the blue dots are below the candles. We go up a little bit with higher than average volume bullish candles, those green candles, but then we come back down, go flat on lower than average volume. Again, another surge. And at this point here, we get a red candle with higher than average volume. We got to be looking to potentially get out. The next candle is cyan with lower than average volume. Then we get another candle here, higher than average volume, red candle, but it doesn't get followed through. So it's what we call a one candle wonder. Then we get higher than average volume, up candle, higher than average volume, down candle, higher than average volume, up candle with gray, and then another higher than average volume, low candle. So there's total indecision at this point, and we would look to see if the ribbon would change red. It did not. We then get these two candles. We get higher than average volume down candle, which is red. Okay. We get a higher than average volume down candle, but this time it's cyan. Sorry, it's blue. So, okay, so it's blue. So it has less volume than this previous down candle. So even though it's higher than average volume, it's running out of juice. And look what happens. Low than average volume flat. We get a higher than average volume down candle, but that's broken straight away with that move up, and then we're moving higher. Now we start to see that we're getting a down candle higher than average volume, down candle higher than average volume, but cyan, so don't panic. Then we get another down candle with higher than average volume, which is red. I think 3 on the top there really tells us something, but then we can see the ribbon turns to red at this point here. Count 4 candles back, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is where we're getting out. So entry was down here, 4540. Exit was around about here at 4600. So 60 points, pretty good. Times 4 to get your tick amount, 246. That's a pretty good trade. Let's go back. Let's just clear all that again. See what happens a little bit further on. You see, we do get this 5-star down candle here. But again, we're looking for an entry below that, preferably on the next candle. Doesn't trigger. And then we go higher again. So hopefully that really explains the Cradle to Grave bundle there. A great bundle of trading indicators, gives you your signal and some very basic rules of that signal. We need to break the high of the signal candle to go long, preferably the next candle. If not, just leave it alone. And then we use the manager. The manager looks at behavior of average volume, and also looks at accumulation distribution candles, those different colored candles. And then obviously there's the ribbon there as well. So there's opportunities to maximize those profits with the Cradle to Grave, and just keep probing for what we call those runners. This was the runner. We had the previous day, we had a couple of trades, bit of a loser, bit of a winner, but we just kept probing because you never know, you can't look right. You've just got to use the same rules every time. And then when we get the runners, we need to maximize with the manager. Hopefully that helps. I'll speak to you all really soon.